up the camera. And let's see if we like this angle.
Sure, why not?
Is it even? I don't know.
Kinda, sorta.
Good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How's that? Nah. I want to lower it a little bit. There we go. I think that's better. All right. Ahora sí.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm going to close this so that in case the outside sounds. Okay. I am here with Queen Gris.
That's me,
What's your full name?
Griselda
Griselda.
Guajardo.
And I work with Queen Gris a lot. We do private sessions together. We do dance,
And Shavasana?
Shavasana, her favorite yoga pose. We do yoga,
Yes.
we meditate,
Yes.
and we talk a lot
Mm-hmm.
in our sessions.
Mhm.
And a lot of times we talk about what it's like to be in our bodies,
What it's like to be old.
what it's like to be old, aging,
Mm-hmm.
to be aging women. And I'm learning a lot by working with you.
And I'm learning a lot by being with you.
We're pretty much awesome.
Yeah, oh yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So, well, one thing we have in common is that we're both warriors,
Mm-hmm.
warrior sisters.
Mm-hmm.
We've both fought for our lives
Mm-hmm.
through breast cancer.
Breast and head cancer.
You had head cancer?
Yeah. I have a benign meningioma.
I thought it, wait, that's cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought benign tumor meant it wasn't cancer.
Yeah, well, benign is just, it's not cancer, but I have it here anyway.
So Queen Gris has a tumor in her brain,
Mm-hmm.
which
makes me smarter.
smarter, definitely,
Mhm.
wiser.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're also a stroke survivor.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just have so much admiration for you.
I'm a stroke survivor. I'm a hip survivor.
Yeah, so she had her hip replaced. What else? You want to talk about anything else?
What else?
Your knee. Your knee replaced. And anything else?
Everything's being replaced.
Everything. I mean, she is massively inspiring. You are, because you experience chronic pain all the time in your body.
I
And
sure do, and that's not nice.
it's not nice. It's
Mhm.
hard to live with chronic pain.
Mm-hmm.
And so we work together. I come over and try to help you find ways to find more ease and comfort in your body.
Mm-hmm.
And I can relate, kind of, because I have my own chronic pain that I experience, but I can only imagine what it's like for you, because you have another level, many other levels of pain.
Yeah, we're different.
Yeah, we're different.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, actually we should talk a little bit later about dance and yoga and how it's helped you, if it has.
Okay.
So, okay, I have questions written out for the Queen. And my first question for you is, where are you from?
I'm around here.
From around here?
Mm-hmm.
From planet Earth? Maybe we should scoot this a little bit closer. I'm not sure how the volume is.
Where am I from? Well, I'm from around here.
Okay, so you're from around here.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your family from?
I'm back there.
Back there?
There. My family, they are from Mexico.
It didn't mess up our recording. Are we still here? Okay, it's still going. And then before Mexico, you were saying they came from where? They came to Mexico from where? España, see?
Mhm.
Spain.
My grandparents, yeah, from Spain.
Yeah. So you have Spanish blood,
Mhm.
and they landed in Mexico, and then they came across here.
No, I came across.
You came across. But you were born here in the
Yeah.
United States.
Mhm.
Yeah. How many years have you been on this planet?
Oh, a hell of a long time. Oh,
Okay.
how many years? Almost 50.
Almost 50 years?
Almost.
Alive in your body?
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were a little older than that.
No,
You're not. Okay. And how many children do you have?
3,
And how many grandchildren?
7.
What's it like being a grandma?
I love it.
They call you Abu?
Mm-hmm. You can ask me how many husbands do I have.
How many husbands do you?
I only have one.
And how long have you been married?
Long time, maybe 50 years.
Yeah, 50 years. You told me that a little bit earlier, which is amazing. And he's not here right now,
Mm-mm.
the king. He's busy
Mhm.
somewhere else, being busy. So one of the things I found pretty fascinating was talking to your daughter and your niece. They told me, Queen Gris likes to downplay this, but they told me that you were a well-known beauty queen when you were younger. We actually have a photo here of you. I'll show it. That is the queen when she was much, much younger.
Much,
And-
much.
Much younger.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me that you were pretty well known as a beauty queen in northern Mexico.
Of course.
Yeah. But when I talk to you about it, you downplay it a lot. You're like, what?
Yeah.
But I heard you were a pretty big deal in terms of you were known for your beauty. And so I am very curious and interested in what it's like for you to have your identity based around beauty as a younger person.
Well, the thing is, it's very demanding, because you're going to see people, you have to look good.
Right.
You have to dress good, and you have to sink your stomach and be straight and all that jazz.
Yeah, that's actually something I think a lot about. For us as females, we're taught that having a larger, expanded belly, we're taught that that's ugly. And I think about this a lot. I've thought about this in learning breathing through yoga, in how we are actually kind of programmed to hold our breath because we're holding our bellies in all the time. And that actually cuts off the life force that flows within us. And I just thought that that was a very tricky way to disempower women, to teach us like it's wrong and bad to have bellies out, so we're always holding them in. But
Hold it in and make it strong like a wall.
yeah, have like
Hey.
washboard abs.
Right there.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna throw your phone? You're scaring me. My phone just busted apart yesterday, so that scares me. So yeah, there was you were saying there was pressure to be up tall, look a certain way, hold the belly in. What else?
Stand up tall.
Stand up tall. Straight.
Don't go like this.
Yeah. Which it's okay, like for us to have soft posture, and it's also great to have tall, strong posture, but to feel a pressure to have to be a certain way, I'm guessing was a lot
Mm-hmm.
for you. How did you manage that?
I didn't.
Well, what do you mean you didn't?
I don't remember managing. I just did it.
You just did it. So it was just kind of expected of you, and you did it.
Mm-hmm.
So being, say, a beauty queen, Did you feel extra pressure to like be beautiful all the time when you were in public or even at home?
Yeah, not at home, but yeah, I did a little bit, yeah.
So at home, were you kind of like whatever?
Yeah, whatever.
And then
Exactly.
to go out, what was that like?
You have to look good.
Makeup,
Makeup,
hair, outfit.
Mm-hmm.
You felt a lot of pressure to look that way.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think would have happened if you didn't pay attention to that stuff and you would have went out? What would have happened?
What would have happened?
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe people would be disappointed.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Not that I care.
Yeah, it was just a lot of pressure to perform beauty for you, which is pretty wild. And that's common for most women. Like, I was never a beauty queen, but I also...
You are now.
Oh, thanks. But I also felt that pressure, and I'm guessing every person who watches this would identify with that. In whether or not you're a beauty queen, there's pressure on us to look and move and act a certain way in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we as females, we are taught that our value is based on primarily how we look.
Beauty.
Yeah,
But it's not.
it's not. We are so much more than that. Oh, my earring wants to come off. So, what was I going to say? I don't remember. I kind of lost my train of thought. Do you want to say anything on that?
I don't remember.
Okay. We both don't remember. We both got chemo brain.
It's the way it is.
Um,
But we're here.
we're here, and that's something that I want to thank you for saying that. It's something that Queen Gris helps me remember all the time when we talk about the pain that we're experiencing in our bodies. Chatsy's getting all wild. You always immediately bring it back to, but we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really actually helped me. Her dog is going crazy.
Finish.
So I just want to thank you for helping me really get that even though we are in all this pain and all these things in our body, we're here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the bottom line.
We're here.
I think it helps people who are experiencing any kind of, hi Chatsy, any kind of hard time or hardship or chronic pain or depression, things that are kind of long-standing that might feel outside of our control. The bottom line is that we are here and that's a precious gift.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to realize how precious it is to just simply be here when we nearly die.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly dying helps you really understand the preciousness of just having a body
Mm-hmm.
and the magic and the miracle of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you for helping me remember that when I'm in pain. Yeah. Okay, so we answered. Okay, well, let's go to this part. There was a lot of pressure for you to look and act a certain way when you were younger. How has that changed over time?
I don't care anymore.
Why? I love that, by the way. But why?
Why don't I care?
Yeah,
Too complicated.
too complicated.
Yeah.
So you just have simplified by not caring.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any kind of like changing of your mind you had to do to not care? What made you change? How did you change that? Because that's a strong program that we all are trying to get rid of.
How did I change that?
Yeah.
Well, I changed it because it was bothering me.
So how did you change it though? You just decide?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You have a powerful mind. I love that. I hope that we can be heard okay. If somebody's watching, will you type in there if you can hear us okay? What is it like to be in an aging and changing body for you?
It sucks.
It sucks. What sucks about it?
Sometimes you don't feel good, sometimes you do, and sometimes you don't feel good at all.
Yeah. So does it make you think of earlier times when your body had different abilities and
Yeah, it makes me remember way back, like right now when I got hot.
yeah. What did it make you remember?
Way back when I used to get hot and faint.
Oh, so it's kind of a trauma response. It makes you get afraid that you're gonna faint. Are you hot right now?
Yep.
Should we get your fan?
Yeah.
That one?
Thank you.
You want water? Do you want water? She wanted the fan for a prop. ¿Quieres algo tomar? Okay.
Gracias.
How do you relate to your body now? Well, we didn't really finish that question. So you think back to when you would faint before, when you would get hot, right? But also it sucks to be in your body now, I'm guessing also because of the chronic pain, right? So how do you manage that?
You just have to deal with it and forget it.
You just deal with it. Yeah, it just becomes like normal.
Because then I cannot do the shavasana. They don't let me.
What? Say that again. What do you mean?
Well, I want to go do shavasana right now. You don't let me.
Oh yeah, so whenever I come, we do dance, we do yoga, we meditate, and we hang out and chat. Girl talk. And then we always end with shavasana on the couch, which is the resting pose from yoga. My favorite pose of all time.
Mine too.
Yeah, we love shavasana. But right when I get here, Queen Gris immediately wants to go into shavasana.
Oh.
I don't blame you. And so we talk about how, when this comes up a lot, we talk about how people in chronic pain, there's a desire for rest. We have a desire to rest and feel comfort, a very strong desire.
Oh, yes.
So, and laying in shavasana, it's comfortable, and we just want some reprieve from the pain. And so we talk about how when there's chronic pain or arthritis type conditions or osteoporosis, right? We want to break from that freaking pain. And at the same time, that pain can be so consuming that it makes us not want to move. That can bring about depression, can make you just be like, I don't even want to move my body because everything hurts.
Feel hurt.
Yeah. So when I show up, she knows it's time to move. And so
She makes me move.
Yeah. But you like it.
Yeah.
And we move through the pain. And we lovingly respect that there is a lot of pain in your body, and we look for ways to move that would hopefully bring about more comfort. And so getting the blood flowing, getting the life force energy moving in your body is actually healing.
Like that thing says, never too old for fun.
Yeah. We have a lot of fun. And then we get your husband dancing with you. And that's pretty cool.
And my dog too.
And your dog. She dances every single time. Okay. So we said earlier you're a warrior. And you've overcome so many things in your body. Breast cancer, a stroke, osteoporosis, the surgeries, the brain. brain meningioma. What did you learn by going through these very challenging experiences? Because I'm guessing some people who watch this have gone through similar or might one day or might know somebody, you know, like, what did you learn?
What did I learn? What did I learn? I learned that it is what it is. You gotta be grateful for what you have.
It is what it is. Yeah. Do you feel like any of those things were blessings in a way?
Blessings?
No,
Not a blessing.
not a blessing. Just hard.
Hmm.
Did they make you stronger?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. I mean, to me, you're like so strong. The fact that you're willing to get up and move through the pain when the pain makes you want to not move, that's strength. You know? And your gratitude for just simply being alive, that's strength. I think that's super inspiring for people. So, if you could do anything differently in your life, what would you do? Would you? Would you do anything differently?
Sure, I would exercise a lot, a lot, a lot.
More exercise. Why?
Because then I would be moving more.
Okay. So we can change that.
Okay, let's change it.
Okay.
But not right now, not too much, okay?
Okay, little by little.
This is good.
Yeah. We get there little by little.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're out in the streets. The other day, Queen Gris was out in her street holding a dance party in front of her house, bumping her speaker with her music. You were dancing. And too bad the neighbors didn't join in.
We should have invited them. We didn't.
Yeah, somebody peeked around and looked at us. The crows came. The
They
crows
should-
came and
They
watched.
should have stayed.
I know. So that was cool. So you would exercise more. Would you do anything else differently?
Yes,
What?
I would ride my horse more.
Oh, you had a horse? And you told me you rode English, right? You would have ridden your horse more. I heard you were going to go ride horses pretty soon.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah. Where are you going to ride?
Tecate.
Fun. And you're riding Western, right?
Well, I don't know. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Cool. Oh, somebody else's phone. Oh, it's your phone. She's a busy queen. Lots of people call her.
Hello?
Pause.
Cox.
Is everybody enjoying this? She is on phone. I don't know how to check for comments. I want to make sure everybody can hear us okay. And thank you for being here. Can they call back later?
I'm a valid Cox customer.
I know you are. They better value you.
You're better.
Okay. What advice would you give to other women about the aging process?
Deal with it.
Deal with it. It's gonna happen.
It's going to happen anyway. And like somebody said, it ain't for sissies. So just deal with it, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add to that? How you feeling? ¿Tienes sueño? She wants Shavasana.
I want Shavasana.
Okay. Can we do a couple more questions?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, I was going to ask you, have you heard of Crone?
No.
Crone. So, Crone, there's 3 phases of a woman's life, of women's lives. Ugh, can't say it, of a woman's life. In a very old way of thinking. Maiden, mother, crone. Maiden is the younger years. Mother is sort of the middle set of years, decades. And then crone is
Isn't that crown?
yeah. Yeah, the crown.
Mhm.
It's the elder aspect after we pass through menopause.
Mhm.
We're both crones. And they say that in the crone phase, that's when a woman is really entering into her fullest power. And that, in very, very old times, is when women were revered as the wise elders of the community. So, how do you relate to that concept?
Well, I'm not the wise one.
You're not?
No,
Why?
because I'm not.
You don't think you're wise?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Sometimes I am, but not often.
But you have a lot of life experience that other people don't have.
That's their problem.
So you don't really relate to being the wise elder. Interesting. So through my eyes, you are a wise elder, but through your own eyes, you're not. That's interesting.
Okay, I may be wise, but I'm not elder.
Okay. And when I say elder, I mean it in a place of respect. When I talk about my elders, I think the people who have lived more life, carry that wisdom, and are respected. You know, in the old ways, that's how it was. Nowadays, when people move into their older age, it's kind of a throwaway society, especially as women. When we aren't that 20-year-old beauty anymore, we're kind of kicked to the side.
Yeah, get out of it.
So we live in a world that I don't think really values women who are in the aging process.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah, and so it's, and when I hear you say you don't consider yourself a wise elder, it makes sense because we aren't raised in a world that honors us as we enter to the elder years. So I see you as that. But not that that even matters, but it's more how you feel about yourself. Okay, this is an interesting question. If there were no beauty brainwashing, how do you think your relationship to your body might be different?
No beauty brainwashing.
Yeah, if we weren't taught, you know, that we had to look and act and be a certain way in order to be valuable, imagine if that didn't exist. That women weren't mostly valued for our beauty. How would that change your relationship?
That'd be nice.
How?
More relaxed.
More relaxed. I agree. It makes me just want to exhale.
You don't have to put your tummy in.
Yeah. And be so preoccupied with like how we freaking look.
Walk straight, not walk one.
Yeah. Yeah. Any other thing you think?
I will think, but not right now. What does
Let's
that
see.
say?
This person said, she said more relaxed, and I instantly took a deep breath as well. Like me. Yeah, when you said that, we both had that response of like, yeah, imagine living in a world where you, in your natural form, are honored. Like sitting and doing your pajamas, video in your pajamas, is perfectly fine because it doesn't matter so much what we look like. It's a beautiful thing, and you are beautiful as you are. You didn't have to change to show up for this. You're just being, and that's a really beautiful example for us to learn from, because we are so subconsciously programmed to always be aware of how do I look, how do I look,
How do I look?
how are people gonna see me?
Yeah, comb your hair, yeah.
Yeah. And you were telling me earlier that with age, you're just like, I don't give a fuck anymore. And I love that.
I don't.
I love that.
I don't give a fuck, I don't give a shit.
Right. You don't give a hoot.
I don't give a hoot.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the current obsession and focus with women trying to look younger as they age?
What I think about
What are your
that?
thoughts about that?
Well, it's kind of ridiculous.
Why?
Well, how are you gonna look younger once you age?
Right. So a lot of women will do procedures, surgical procedures, to
Mhm.
alter themselves to look younger. What do you think?
Well, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. They can do whatever they want.
I'm not,
Okay. Why do you choose not to?
because I've seen people who go through those procedures, and you don't even know them afterwards because they're so.
Yeah. They change drastically.
Mhm.
And yeah, maybe it works for that person. And there's so much pressure in this world to look young at all times
Always,
that we feel like we have to.
but I don't. No, we don't. We don't have to look young.
Yeah.
You hear? We don't have to look young.
And we're not taught that there's beauty in our wrinkles or sagging breasts or a soft belly or whatever the freaking natural shape is. Hair that turns silver, right? We're taught that that's not beautiful. But
But it is. Everything's beautiful.
yeah. I just I dream about living in a world, if we could create that for our kids and grandkids, if we could help make an impact where people would start to feel more comfortable just simply being as they are, and how liberating.
That'd be good.
Yeah, because I don't want my daughter to feel, like she has to do a bunch of changing in order to be more loved or more valuable or to
You
get a
don't have to-
job or
Okay, I have. Can you open the door?
Yeah.
Please.
one more question. Okay? People might not know this about you. You're an artist.
Of course, I'm an artist.
What kind of artist? Oops. What kind of artist are you?
I don't know.
Well,
Oh yeah, I paint.
yeah, she paints. So my final question is, when are you going to create your next work of art?
Next week.
Next week. So I'll be checking in here to
I'm gonna
behold.
paint her back.
You're gonna paint Cynthia's back?
Have you seen that back painting right there? Have you seen it?
Is it on the wall? Should I grab it and show them? Okay. Hold on. Oh. So, she made that behind us. That looks like an oil painting, right? And then is this, what is this? Oil pastel?
Sure, yeah, pastel.
She made this piece as well. Who is this?
Model.
It's a model. So you said you're gonna do Cynthia's back?
¿Verdad, Cintia?
¿Mande?
Te voy a pintar tu espalda.
Sí. Wow. ¿Ahorita qué se ve? ¿Sí? Qué bueno. I'm waiting. That's beautiful. Okay, so the queen is hot. She's had enough of this interview. Do you have any final parting thoughts to share with the world?
Always be positive. Always.
Always. That's strong medicine.
Always be positive. Don't let bad things bring you down.
Yeah. Because the bottom line is, we're alive. And that's a beautiful gift.
Yep.
All right. Thank you for tuning in and listening. And thank you for spending time with me and the Queen. And we are so grateful for you being here. Thank you. Have a most beautiful day.
So, namaste.
Namaste. Let's say it together. Ready? Namaste.
Namaste.
The light in me
Bows to the light in you.